And what does that mean? Settle into your space. Just find your comfortable seated position on your mat. However that is, in a full cross-legged or lotus or half lotus. And just start to arrive in the space. We're here physically, but it's about drawing in your thoughts, your breath, and settling everything into one place. So as we find our space, as we arrive into our space, start to lengthen through the spine, lengthen the neck, gently resting your hands on your knees, open palm, palms facing up for receiving. You can receive the energy that you need. And if you need a little bit of extra grounding this morning, it's nice to just press through your thighs, to just connect with your body, with the earth below you. Really notice how your sit bones feels, feeling that connection between the earth and you. And then from there, rising up, the nice tall elongated spine, nice lengthened neck, and then just roll the shoulders back a couple times. Just gently roll them back. And as you roll them back and as they settle back and lower a bit and slightly back, just keep lengthening through the spine and take a lovely deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Can close our eyes here or gently lower our eyelids. We'll open up the practice by chanting 3 Oms together. We'll start with a short Zoom kirtan. Not really so much call and response. We can just sing together or just not sing and just absorb the sounds. We'll sing to Sita and Ram, the masculine and feminine, drawing in the left and the right side to create balance. Sitaram Jaya, Sitaram. 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 Sitaram Ram Ram, Sitaram Ram Ram. 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 Sitaram Jaya, Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya, Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya, Sitaram. Last time. Sitaram Jaya, Sitaram. Taking another deep breath in through the nose and exhaling with a big sigh of relief. From here, we can press play on our playlist and then find our way into a child's pose. You can practice with music or practice without music. Either way is fine, whatever you're feeling today. Sometimes we want to practice with music and the playlist doesn't work, or something with the Wi-Fi. It's fine. We're here, we made it to the mat, and that's the most important thing. So finding a way into a child's pose. Sitting back, feet to heels, folding forward, forehead just rests down on the mat. Reaching the arms forward in front of you. Feeling that lovely feeling of the ground supporting your head. You've let the weight go from your neck and you're just resting your head down. Your forehead is down. You can gently move your head from side to side to give your forehead a little massage. And then just reach your arms a little bit further forward, giving your shoulders a lovely stretch. I like to keep my knees apart in a child's pose so that my torso has space to rest forward. And then walking your hands over to the right side. You'll find your right elbow bending and just keep that left arm straightened, stretching all the way through the fingertips. Your seat may lift up away from your heels, that's fine. Just breathing here, nice deep breaths, filling up the rib cage, the back, the shoulders, and then walking the hands over to the left side. Left elbow will bend, right arm reaching all the way through to fingertips. Just taking a moment here, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to center, start to sit up, but keep your hands on the floor, like drag your hands back towards you, rolling through the spine, rolling up, coming up to sit, roll the shoulders back, reach the hands behind you, fingers facing back, just behind the feet, and open up here the chest, squeezing the shoulders together. It's all about heart openers today. We're in the month of February, the first of the month of love and hope. Squeeze the shoulders together, open up the chest. Head can drop all the way back or stay in line with your cervical spine. Just one more breath here. Inhaling and exhaling, coming forward to sit, reaching the arms forward, dropping the head between the shoulders, rounding out the spine, interlacing the fingers, and just reach the arms forward. Head drops down, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling, coming back up, pressing your right hand down, reaching your left arm up and over, gazes up. So opening up the neck, gazing up to the ceiling or the palm of the hand, pressing into the right hand, and then switching sides. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over, gazes up, breathing here. And then coming back to center, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, right hand drops just behind you, and just pulling as you lengthen, and then twisting a little bit, looking over your right shoulder, waking up the spine, waking up the vertebrae one by one, and then switch sides. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, just gently twisting it here, lengthening and twisting. Looking over the left shoulder. Lovely. Coming forward into your tabletop. Just lift up the feet and just circle the ankles a bit. Just circling one way, circling the other way, move the toes. Just moving the ankles because we were sitting on them for a bit. And then tucking the toes under and just pressing back and forwards into the feet. You can lift your knees up 1 or 2 inches or keep your knees down. We just really want to stretch out the ankles, the soles of the feet, the toes. Just gently moving back and forwards here. And then coming to a neutral spine, untucking the toes, turning the hands around. So fingers are facing back towards the knees, thumbs are on the outside. And just keep that rocking motion going. Gently rocking back and forwards to stretch out the wrists, the forearms, the inside of the elbows. And then turning the hands so fingers are facing inwards, but we're on the tops of our hands. Your elbows will bend here. Maybe you only want to do one hand at a time, and then just squeeze the fingers together as if you were holding like a squishy ball or something. And then releasing the hands, pressing them back into the mat. Just start to sit your seat, arching gently through the spine. Start to sit the seat back towards the heels. And then as we get there, we start to scoop the pelvis forward towards the belly button and really round out through the spine, coming all the way forward. We might need to walk the hands forward a little bit, and then allowing the hips to sink down and uncurl the neck and the head. Gaze is up, taking a deep breath in here. And then tucking chin to chest, pressing back, rounding through the spine. And then we come to a natural arch as the seat starts to come down towards the heels. And then start scooping the pelvis forward again. So we're moving. I want to bring a nice flowy feeling into the practice today, where it's not so much about these perfect shapes that we're making, it's more about the transitions and how we keep moving our body, how our body feels moving in space, how our breath and our body connect to these movements. I'm feeling joyful in these movements, feeling the magic of our bodies moving on this Monday morning, first of the month, feeling the miracle and accepting and honoring that miracle that we are, that we're here. Just keep moving back and forwards, warming things up. Nice, beautiful, gentle movements. This time, as you come into your upward facing dog, stay here for a few moments. Just move the hips side to side. Allow the chest to come forward a little bit. Bring the gaze up a little bit further. Just move the hips from side to side. Look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Just keep moving gently from side to side. Legs will splay out, that's fine. And then come back into your tabletop. Moving side to side here in your tabletop. Snake-like motions, bringing your head and neck with you. And then reaching, pressing firmly through your right hand. We're going to reach our left arm forward and then lift our right leg up. So you've created a strong base with your left knee and your right hand. So opposite leg and opposite arm, just reaching in a straight line. Gaze is kind of down to the top of the mat. Then bend your back knee and reach your left arm back and grab into your right foot if that's available to you, and kick your foot into your hand, opening things up. Just keep kicking there for another breath. Breathe here. Exhale, release. Very nice. Reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Just hold it there for a moment. Breathing here. Pressing the left hand into the mat. Then bend the left knee. Reach back with the right hand. It can be on the outside of the foot or the inside, wherever you feel most comfortable gripping the foot. Kick the foot into the hand so the shoulder stretches here. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. And then coming to stand on your knees, reach the right leg out to the side. So right leg is out to the side, and then just reach up and over. Right hand slides down the outside of the right thigh. Reach that left arm up and over and feel that lovely stretch all the way up through the outside of the hip, the rib cage. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling, switching sides, hands on hips. Right knee comes down, left leg stretches out to the side. Left hand slides down the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Feeling a stretch all the way up the right side of the body. Keep stretching, breathing here. Inhaling. Lovely. And exhaling, release, coming back into your tabletop. This time tucking the toes under, lifting the knees up 1 or 2 inches and just rocking back and forwards here. Creating a bit more heat here in the shoulders, the thighs, about 3 times, and then start to press back into the feet and press slowly back into a downward dog, lifting the seat up, pedaling the legs one side and then the other. Nice deep breaths. Breathing through the nose, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Making sure the length of the breath is about the same on the inhale as on the exhale. Trying not to hold the breath, just letting the breath, a nice smooth quality of inhale and exhale. And then inhaling the right leg up high behind you. Reaching that leg up high, high, high. Then bending the knee, opening out the hip, just holding it here for a moment. Seeing how that feels, making sure both hands are pressed firmly into the mat. Start to circle the ankle in one direction. Start to circle the ankle in the other direction. And then take a nice big circle from the hip. Going forward and then going back, both directions, both ways. And then square the hip. Step the right foot through so it lands between the hands at the top of the mat, but creating a nice wide leg. So we're straightening both legs and we're just going to pulse through that back heel. Folding forward over the right leg. Just lift that back left heel up and down. You can come to fingertips or palms fully pressed into the mat. Just lifting that back heel up and down a few times, folding forward here, allowing the head to just hang. Breathe here, inhaling and exhaling, and then bend both knees, bringing the back knee down, hands to hips. Step that right foot forward a little bit maybe, and then just sink into your lunge. Squeezing the shoulders together a bit, open up through the heart center, allow the head to just drop back a little bit, take a micro back bend, hands can come even further back. Mine are kind of, my thumbs are touching at the base of my spine. Sink a little lower, breathe into these spaces. You can pulse it out a little bit, inhaling and exhaling. Sink a little lower, reach the arms forward and up, and then open out the arms, bend at the elbows, goddess arms, squeezing the shoulders together even more, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Fold it forward, framing the front foot, bringing both hands down and lengthen that front leg. Fold forward here, straighten the front leg, flex that foot. I say straighten, but my leg is not straight. It's too early for me. My hamstrings are tight. There's a lot I need to do before that leg will naturally straighten. I can force it to straighten, or I can just micro bend it a little bit, and it just feels a little bit better at this time. Folding forward. Make sure the hips are squared. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Start to bend into that front knee. Tuck the back toes under. Step that right foot back. And just hold it there in a downward dog for a few minutes. A few breaths rather, not minutes. That would be really long, a few minutes. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. This time on the inhale, lift that left leg up high behind you, really high. Bend the knee, open out the hip. Just hold it here for a moment, feeling the stretch. And then start to circle the ankle. Circle one way, circle the other way, and then nice big circles from the hip. Big movements. One way, and then the other way. And square the hips, step the left foot through. A nice wide-legged stance. Just folding forward here, and then lifting that back heel up and down. Pulsing through the back heel. Folding forward here. Square the hips. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhaling. Silky smooth quality of breath. Bending both knees, bringing the back knee down. You might need to walk that front foot forward a little bit. Hands to hips, sink through the hips and just pulse gently up and down. Hands can come even further back. Elbows are back. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. Chest is puffed out, gaze is up. Breathe here. And then on the next inhale, reach the arms forward and up. And then bend at the elbows, open out the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Allow the head to drop back a little bit more. Breathe in here. And then exhale, fold it forward. Hands frame the front foot. Lengthen that left leg. Fold forward here. Flex the foot. Fold forward. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling, remember that left leg, that leg doesn't need to be completely straight. There can be a bend, there can be a big bend or a little bend, or straight. Wherever you are is fine. It's your practice. Folding forward here, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, bend forward into that leg, tuck the back toes under, step the left leg back, and just hold it there for a moment. Step the feet wide as your mat. Reach the left hand back, grasp on the outside of the right ankle, and just pull gently, looking up under your right armpit. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling, releasing, switching sides. Looking up under that left armpit. So nice. Release, walk the hands forward, walk the feet forward about halfway up the mat. Standing hip distance apart, fold forward here, grasping opposite elbows. I love this forward fold at this time of the practice. It just feels so good to start releasing the hamstrings, allowing the head to just hang, supporting your shoulders by grasping opposite elbows. Just gently sway here. Keep that movement going, subtle, gentle movements, connecting to your body and your breath. Bringing your left and your right side into alignment, bringing balance. And then release the arms, bend the knees slightly and start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders, then head comes up last. Roll the shoulders back once. Reach the arms forward and up. And then exhale, circle them round and down one more time. A nice forward, reaching with the arms. And then exhale, circle them round and down by your sides, Tadasana. Walk to the front of your mat. Bring your hands to a prayer. Setting an intention for your practice today. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thinking about someone that you love. Sending all this energy, this balance to that person, to anyone else that may need the benefits of the practice, and then back to you. Surya Namaskar A, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touchdown. We had a nice long warm up. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step the feet back, lower down chaturanga. You can hover here or lower all the way down to your belly, pressing into the mat, coming into an upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press back into a downward facing dog. Finding what you need here. Listening to your body. Do you need to stay still here? Do you need to keep moving? Maybe you need to pedal out the legs here. Move the head from side to side. For me, I know I need to keep my first downward dogs. I need to keep a little bit of movement going there. I find all these places that I want to move into to stretch. Remembering to draw your shoulders up and away from your neck and your ears. Gently nod your head, yes. Gently shake your head, no. In through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So one more breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead, gazing up at the hands. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose, nice and strong and steady. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touchdown. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet back to meet the hands, to the back, to the mat, sorry. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. I promise you, I'm not asking you to do any acrobatics or contortion today. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in through the nose, allowing the head to just hang. Just check in with your neck. No holding with the neck. Just head is hanging, gazes to the back. Inhaling and exhaling. One more nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead, gazes up. Exhale, lower the hands by your side. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, bend the knees deeply, sit low in your chair. Press the palms, reach them up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, straightening the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet back. Lower down. As you lower down, lower with control. Elbows point backwards. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. On the next inhale, step the right foot forward to land between the hands. Back leg is straight, heel is down, coming into warrior one. Reach the arms up overhead. There we go, beautiful. Bend a little bit further into that knee. Inhaling here. Exhale, release the hands either side of the front foot, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stepping that left foot forward, pressing the palms, reaching the arms up, gaze is up. Back heel is down, back leg is straight. Hips are forward, breathe in here. Exhale, release the hands either side of the foot, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Any of the adjustments that you need to make. Pedaling out the legs if you need to. Drawing the shoulders away from the neck and the ears. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sit deep, sit low in your chair, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Then exhale, open out to a warrior two. Your hips naturally open out. Arms are stretching fingertip to fingertip. Gaze is forward over the right fingers that are pointing forward. Drop the shoulders. Start to switch the feet. So we're going to take our warrior two to the back of the mat. So turning both feet in, bending out to the back of the mat. So left knee is bending out, facing the back of the mat in your warrior two. Gazing over your left hand, breathe here. Then reversing the warrior. So right hand slides down the back leg, reaching that left arm up and back. Breathe here. Bending that left knee a little deeper. Inhaling. And then exhale, release, bringing both hands down. Either side of the left foot, step that left foot back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step that left foot forward. So left foot comes forward to the back of the mat into warrior one. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Still facing the back of the mat. Then switching so your warrior two comes to the front of the mat, bending into that right knee. Then reversing the warrior. Bend that knee a little bit more, reaching back with the right arm. And then exhale, release the hands down. Step the right leg back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths. It's good to switch things up a little bit. It's good to change the perspective. It's good to allow our brains to think in a different way just for a few moments, switching things up. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to do the same sequence, one breath to one movement. So stepping that right foot forward into warrior one as you inhale. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Switch to the back of the mat as you inhale. And then reverse the warrior on an exhale. Release the hands down either side of the front foot. Step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, warrior one, to the back of the mat. Reach the arms up. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Switch to the front of the mat, bend into the right knee. And then reverse the warrior. Right arm is reaching up. And then exhale, release the hands down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low in your chair, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, straighten the legs, arms by your side, Tadasana. Beautiful, breathing in. And breathing out. From here, we're going to move into a tree. So bringing your left hand to the outside of your left hip, ground down through your left foot. Bend that right knee, draw it in front of your chest and just hold it there for a moment. Finding the balance, making sure your gaze is fixed, your dristi, your focus on something that's not moving. And then moving your leg, so opening out the right knee, right foot can come to the inside of the left thigh or in front of the left thigh. Just holding it there, bringing your hands into prayer, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Arms can stay where they are, or they can reach up in front of you. Taking a breath here, feeling your foot rooting down as the rest of your body is rising up. And then from here, we're going to move into a dancing warrior. So draw that right knee back into your chest and then kick that right foot back into your right hand. Start to kick that foot back into your hand before you fold forward. As you're kicking, start to reach that left arm up and then you'll fold forward. But keep that foot kicking back. Breathe here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Keep kicking. And then release. Shake everything out. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet. Shake the hips side to side. Move your body, let everything out. I say to the kids I teach, or my own kids, letting the sillies out. Very nice. Now ground down through the right foot, right hand comes into the right hip. Draw that left knee up in front of you. Just hold it there for a moment. Grounding down through the right foot, feeling the ground. And then start to open out that knee, placing the foot either on the inside of the thigh or in front of the thigh. Hands come together in a prayer. Finding your dristi, your focus. Hands can stay in front of the heart center or reach up. Just finding that place where you feel still. Even though everything is still moving, there's still movement in your body, your foot trying to find the balance. Breathing here. Start to draw that left knee back up in front of your chest and then kick that left foot back into the hand. Really kicking it back before folding. So you can reach that right arm up. Keep kicking that foot back and then folding forward. Keep kicking back, folding forward, breathing here. Kicking back, kicking, folding forward. And then gently release. Shaking everything out. Moving the feet, moving the hands, moving the hips side to side. Taking a moment here. Finding your way back to the top of your mat. Breathing in, breathing out. On the next inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward, coming into warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two, but keep that back arm moving like a water wheel. Sweep it in front of your body, reaching it up in front of you. Lift that back heel up into a high lunge. Breathing here. Sink down into your high lunge. Sink down and reach the arms up. Bend at the elbows, opening out the elbows into goddess arms. Then reach that left arm forward, right arm back. So we're reversing the warrior two. So you're looking back. Your back heel is up. You're looking back over your right hand. Right hand comes down the back of the thigh. Reach that left arm up. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, release it down so it's inside of the right foot. Really make sure that your shoulder is stacked over your wrist. And we're going to move from here into a side plank. So you can shuffle your right foot back, then stacking your right leg on top of your left leg. Press your hips up, reach that right arm up, gazing up to the ceiling. Any variation with your top leg, you can bend your knee, grip your toe, or just keep it stacked here. Push the hips up, breathe here. Then gently step that right foot back behind the left foot, coming into a wild thing. Press the left hand into the ground, reach the right arm back, breathe here, push the hips up, inhale, exhale, release, coming back into a plank, find your way into a plank, nice and steady, and then lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step that left foot forward, warrior one on the left side. Breathe here, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that right arm moving back through space in front of the body, reaching it up in front of you. Lift that back heel up, coming into a high lunge. Sink the hips a bit lower. Reach up, but drop the shoulders. Sink lower through the hips. Breathe here. Then bend at the elbows. Opening up through the heart center even more. Nice open heart. Squeeze the shoulders together. Breathe here. Head drops back slightly. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing that right hand down to the mat on the inside of the left foot. And then reaching that left arm up. Gazing up here. And then from here, coming into a side plank. So just glance down, making sure your right shoulder's over your right wrist, and then step that left foot back, stacking it on top of the right leg. Do you need to bring your bottom leg as your right leg? If you need to bring your knee down, that's fine. Left leg is straight, stacked on top of right leg. Breathe here. And then step that left foot behind your right foot, coming into a wild thing. Push the hips up. Breathe here. Gazes back towards your left fingertips. And then release. Beautiful. Coming down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Inhaling, moving the hips from side to side. Pedaling out the legs. Inhaling. And exhaling. Step that left foot forward. Come into warrior one. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Trikonasana, straighten that right leg. You can keep the back leg where it is for a nice wide Trikonasana. Start to move that left hip back, reach the right arm forward, and then fold. Lifting that left arm up. Gazes up, you can grasp the big toe with your peace fingers, or the top of the right hand presses to the inside the right ankle. Reaching that left arm up, gazes up, breathe here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Keep reaching up. Then start to reach that left arm forward, so you're creating a long line, and then lift that right arm up. So imagine you're holding a beach ball, but don't allow your chest to collapse inwards. Keep it open and out to the side. Beautiful. Breathe here. And then start to lift that beach ball, keeping the arms where they are, up through center. Keeping the arms reaching up. You're holding that ball of energy. Turn the right foot in so your feet are parallel. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, fold it forward. Keeping those arms reaching forward as if you're holding that beach ball. And then fold forward down to the mat. Releasing the hands down. Folding forward. You might need to allow your heels to come out a bit. Toes come in as you fold forward here. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling. You can move a little bit. Your hips side to side, bending the knees a little bit. And then walk your hands to the back of the mat, turning the left foot out, bending the left knee, reaching up into a warrior one. Exhale, open out to warrior two. You can keep your legs in a nice wide stance or walk that back foot in a bit. I'm keeping my back leg wide, straighten the front leg. Start to allow the right hip to move back in space. Left arm reaches forward and then folding into a Trikonasana. Reach that right arm up. Left hand is down, pressing inside of the left ankle. Reach that right arm up. Breathe here. Gaze is up. Inhaling. And exhaling. And reaching the right arm forward. So we're creating a straight line, lifting that left hand up and away from the ankle, holding the ball, the beach ball, but opening out the chest here. Gaze is at the right elbow crease. Breathe here. And then start to lift up through center. Reaching the arms up, turning that left foot in. Breathe here. And then exhale as you fold forward here. Nice, slow, gentle movements. Reaching the arms forward, folding forward, placing the ball down, and then peace fingers grasp around the big toes. Gently pulling onto your toes, elbows splaying out to the side, folding forward here. Head can touch down or can hover. My head is not touching down. It's just the direction that it's going. Releasing your neck, maybe moving your head gently from side to side. Gently pulling a bit more on the toes. You can move the hips from side to side here. Lovely. And then pressing the hands into the mat. Start heel toeing the feet in. So sitting low, not quite as low as a squat yet. We just want to create a kind of right angle with our thighs and our shins. Bringing your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Reach your left arm up and over. We've done this a few times during the practice in different ways. We just want to keep this stretching and opening going. Your right arm can press on the inside of your knee, opening up that left side. And then switching sides. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and open. Feeling the fire in the thighs, keeping them engaged. Breathe here. And then come down to center. Keeping engaged here, not sitting in a squat yet, just reaching the arms forward here. Feeling the fire. Breathe here. And then bringing the hands down, coming into Malasana. So heel toe the feet in a bit more, but moving in your Malasana side to side. Gently moving one side. Gently moving to the other side. Then finding your place, your central place, hands to prayer. Lengthen through the spine and the neck, drop the shoulders, press the hands together, drawing that energy from the left side, energy from the right side into the center of your palms. You can rub your palms here to feel the heat, rubbing the palms together. Then gently close the eyes, breathe here, lengthen the spine. Gaze is to the third eye, the inside of the forehead. Lengthen the spine, breathing in, breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. One more nice inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand in front of you, right hand behind you, just to come back to sitting down, supporting your way, and then coming to Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, heels come close to the pelvic bone, hands wrap around the feet. Lengthen up here, pulling onto the feet as you lengthen the spine. Breathing here, lovely deep breaths in and out. And then from here, start to tilt forward, but with a straight back, straight neck. Start pulling yourself forward, keeping everything straight. May not come very far, that's fine. It's about keeping that straight spine and neck in line with the spine. Pulling onto the feet, maybe the elbows are on the inside of the thighs. Keep gently pulling forward. Staying here with a nice straight spine, or if you want to start curving and folding forward here, you can. For me, I want to keep my spine straight today. It's just really opening up my hips. Either way is fine. There's no right way or wrong way. It's what is right for your body today. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Start to come back up, coming into Janu Shirshasana, keeping the right foot into the pelvic area, lengthening that left leg, reaching the arms up, and exhale, folding forward here. Grabbing around the ankle, folding forward. Forehead rests down. Breathing. Coming back to the breath every time we feel distracted or our minds are focusing on anything other than the present moment, just coming back to our breath. Coming back up to sit, placing the right hand just behind your right hip and sweeping that left arm up as we press the hips up. Feeling that side body stretch again on the left side, breathing here. And then sitting back down, switching legs, straightening the right leg, drawing the left foot in. Moving the flesh out from under the seat, reaching the arms up overhead. And then exhale, folding forward. Head can hover or rest down on the thigh or the knee. Breathing here. Starting to release, come up, bring the left hand just behind the left hip. Pushing the hips up, reaching that right arm up and back. Right leg is straight, pushing the hips up, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing the seat down. And then coming to stand on your knees in the spirit of the open heart, the month of love. Come standing on your knees, coming into Ustrasana, camel pose. So we can keep our hands here, like hands can be right behind the hips, thumbs almost touching. Start to pushing the hips forward. Start to open up, puff out the chest. Head can drop back. And we reach back for the heels at the same time. Or we can keep our hands on our hips. Just keep pushing the hips forward. Breathe here. Nice deep breath. Keep pushing the hips forward. Inhale. And then exhale, come up, hands to a prayer in front of the heart center as you fold forward into a child's pose. Making a little pillow with your hands, head rests down. Just taking a moment here, breathing in and breathing out. Moving from here to our backs, untucking the feet, onto laying down, keeping the knees bent, soles of the feet close to the seat. And moving into a wheel or a bridge. Start to really tilt the pelvis towards the belly and then lift everything up. Pushing the hips up. You can create a little shelf with your hands. You can interlace your hands beneath your seat. Really squeeze the shoulders together. One more breath here. And then exhale as you lower down. We'll do one more. So in between the two back bends, just take an inhale and an exhale, and then come up into your second one. Pushing the hips up, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to release down. Bend the knees, draw the knees into the chest. Rock gently from side to side. And then start to rock back and forwards, holding the knees. Coming up to sit, lengthen the legs out in front of you. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Flesh moves out from under the seat. Reach the arms up overhead. Flex the feet. And then exhale as you fold forward. You can wrap your big toes with your peace fingers and gently pull. You can hold the back of your ankles, elbows can come down. You can keep a little micro bend in the knees if you need to, and just pulling forward here. Pulling gently forward, allowing the head to rest down. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe pulling just a little bit more here. Inhale, exhale. Come up to sit. Reach the arms in front of you as you start to roll back through your spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Come all the way down. And then lifting the legs up overhead, coming into a shoulder stand, or just lifting the legs up. Hands can come under the seat and legs can just be upside down. Feet up and head down, just for a few breaths. Gazes up. Feeling that inner peace. Lovely deep breaths here. And when you're ready, if you're in a shoulder stand, allowing your legs to fold overhead. Otherwise, just keeping the legs up and elevated. Maybe circling the ankles. One way and the other way, wiggling the toes. And if you're in your halasana and you want to move into deaf man's pose, bending the knees, give the ears a little squeeze. And then slowly start to make your way out. So pressing your hands into the mat, releasing the fingers, uncurling, rolling out, bringing your legs down with control, all the way down to the mat. The legs touch down, you open up the chest, inhale to the crown of the head, press the elbows into the mat, into your fish pose, taking a deep breath in through the nose, and a big exhale through the mouth. 2 more of those. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 1 more time, deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Releasing the hands, drawing the knees into the chest, just giving yourself a hug. You can open out the knees, you can circle the hips one at a time, both at the same time. Grasping the outside edges of the feet into your happy baby, just moving from side to side. And then releasing the legs down, coming to your Shavasana. Feet open out, palms facing the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then from here, allow the breath to become a little bit more shallow. Coming back to your intention. Breathing here in your Shavasana, your rest. Even if it's only for a few minutes, the benefits are huge. Taking a few more moments here. Start to find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms up overhead, taking a lovely deep breath. Drawing your knees into your chest, rolling over to your side. And finding your way to a comfortable seated position, facing the front of your mat. Together we will close the practice singing Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that freedom and happiness of all, because if we are not all free, then none of us truly are. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your hands to a prayer in front of your heart center. Bowing your head to your hands and knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of you. Namaste.